of terrestrial radio. Those who have a clean mouth can survive. This is the story of two broadcasters who did not and had to capture their audience through the airwaves in a different way. Through the information superhighway, also known as the internet.
This is television for the blind. Jesus.
Blake Richards.
No, and I said, disrespect me like that one more time, and I will rip your lips off and wear them around in public for a week.
Trash. They'll suck, woman. No wonder they're at car wash, sitting lounges.
And 40 Phil.
To shoot someone over loud music sounds like you need to be in like your 70s. It's like 30 years is a long time to sit on death row. Good. I understand that point of view, but also, you. 1 in 4 people in America think the sun revolves around the earth.
It's those kind of people that go to Huey Lewis and the News concerts.
Single-handedly destroying what's left of your brain. This is Radiooclypse.
All right, welcome one, welcome all to the thing at the place. With the laughter and the tears, it's Blake and 40 Phil, Radiooclypse episode 34. And I'm Blake Richards, and this is 40 Phil. He's been with me for 3.5 years now. 19 after 8 o'clock right now in the city that hosts Coachella every year. And that's about all we're known for. Everyone else goes, where the hell is Palm Desert?
Or Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Well, more people know about Palm Springs, but not Palm Desert or Indio or La Quinta. They're like, what the f is La Quinta?
They're lucky they
you
don't
mean
know
the hotel?
about India.
La Quinta Hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or La Quinta Inn or whatever. That's like a world or a nationwide chain. They always.
I used to stay in those when we'd have to drive to Texas.
There's one in Oregon when I was living there. I thought that was strange. Like a little piece of home is still with me.
Yeah, and with their their complimentary breakfasts and stuff.
Yeah, I love those. I mean, the cinnamon rolls and stuff. I just go down there. And
I would always get the boiled eggs, the hard boiled eggs. Gotta love
good.
those.
I picked up some more of those Jimmy Dean skillet frozen things.
Oh, nice.
That you cook up, and you make like breakfast burritos out of them. You can get one with sausage or bacon. And what it is it's like potatoes, pieces of a broken up sausage, red and green onion or bell peppers and onions, which is really good. And then you add egg to it and you cook it up, and then you can make either eat it by itself or make like a breakfast burrito. It's fucking bomb. But anyway, we're going to provide you with some fantastic music this segment. We have Quarter Game, Strange But True, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and Bible trivia like every week. And we are so glad that you have come along to join us for this disaster. In the meantime, we got some homegrown California music coming out of Radiooclypse episode 34 with Blake and 40 Phil. 8:21 on the clock. Here are the Bee Gees.
You looking at my gut?
No.
Yes, you were.
Well, I just took a little peek.
I saw you.
So
What are you looking at my gut for?
Oh,
I'm just fucking with you. What can I do with it?
The one and only Bryan Adams on Radiooclypse episode 34. Cuts like a knife. A little bit after 8:30 with Blake and 40 Phil. Spending the Saturday evening with you, and thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We still got more to come, like Bible trivia, Quarter Game, and Sage Observations. Carole King takes us away. Believing in Humanity on Radiooclypse episode 34 with Blake and 40 Phil.
If you read the papers, you may see
And now we have a great one, Elton John with his awesome song, Daniel, here on Radiooclypse with Blake and 40 Phil. Enjoy the song.
Elton John on Radiooclypse episode 34 with Daniel there. A little bit before that, heard Carole King at 8:31 with Believe in Humanity, and Bryan Adams to kick off the show at 8:26 with Cuts Like a Knife. You got Blake and 40 Phil here with you, and Phil has got something. I know. I didn't really mean that. I just knew that would throw you off if I said that because you had absolutely nothing in front of you at the time. So that's why I figured I'd say that. But you tell me what size diapers I need to wear tomorrow.
For your incontinence, I would suggest medium.
I wonder if that's how they sell them. Medium, small, large.
It's funny.
Or is it like pants, like 34, 31? Or is it like a Velcro adjustable thing?
It's funny though.
I think we need to go investigate.
I was in Walmart today and I walked to the restroom and they have like an entire like shelf with a sign that just says incontinence.
Are you serious?
It's like adult diapers.
That is horrible.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
How embarrassing.
The shame of walking up and
or having to
that?
ask for directions to the incontinence aisle.
Where are your adult diapers? I am
that's
incontinent.
the incontinence aisle, sir.
Aisle 7B! 7B diapers! I'm talking to a 6'5" man with balding. We're gonna put him up on the security screen soon. If you look to the TVs above you, shoppers, you will see this disgusting creature that just rolled into the store. This incontinent monster.
If I had a son or a daughter, they'd be buying that for me. I supply you with a place to live. You are going to buy the adult diapers for me. And if you refuse, fine, go eat dirt outside in the backyard because I will... No, the day I become incontinent is the day I eat a bunch of shotgun shells.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not walking around risking shitting in my own car or shaking someone's hand for the first time and feeling shit run down my leg. It's not going to happen. I refuse to accept it.
It is embarrassing. I can only imagine.
It's terrible.
It's bad.
My heart goes out for all the incontinent monsters out there.
Well, you know what? It's going to be you and me someday, man. So...
I'll just send you in to get my diapers now.
All right, we'll play another song. We'll come back with some more music. I'm thinking a little Chicago should be good right about now. What do you think? Tell a Lover. From the Chicago's Greatest Hit CD from 1981. 8:41, when we come back, Blake and 40 Phil will be doing the quarter game and something else. Coming up soon. It's Radiooclypse.
Bring a smile on your face and a warm breeze. Now I need you, lady. I can't leave her. I won't live without her. She's my love. I can't leave her.
The sounds of Chicago on your radio on Radiooclypse, episode 34. Blake and 40 Phil, No Tell Lover at 8:45. And you got 40 Phil, who we're about to digress into a great segment here called
Quarter Game.
Quarter Game, and we do this each and every week, and the game consists of us flipping a quarter up and down and guessing heads or tails, and we do best of 5. Who's in the lead right now, Phil, actually?
Rub it in my face.
I don't mean to toot my own horn there, but
toot.
Right.
13. Last week was 12-10, and Blake took it with a 3 out of 5, and I had 2 out of 5.
Oh!
And so he took that one. So it's 13-10.
I'm going to fire that guy that just holds it there for you. He's not doing a good job.
Like Matt Damon's umbrella guy.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Damon's umbrella wielder.
Yeah. I mean,
if you show up to set and let everybody see that you have an umbrella bearer, you're a pussy.
Yeah, and I guess at the same time, he better be fucking paying the guy to hold your, like, either I want an autograph.
It was hot that day.
500 autographs that I'm going to sell every one of them.
It was hot
or
that
you're
day.
going to pay me.
And my ass crack was sweating through those pants they gave me. So I guess I can imagine they probably didn't want him to have sweat ass walking through. I mean, even though it only showed the front of him, I don't know. I guess that's what you get when you're a multimillionaire.
And he probably was sweating a lot, knowing he was going to have to rub up against Michael Douglas. Isn't that Michael Douglas played?
Yeah, he played Liberace.
Yeah, Liberace. Yeah. Candelabra. If you even say the word candelabra, you're gay. So I guess I just converted.
All right, folks, here we go.
All right, now we will flip to see. I think you should. That's a better table.
Flip it? Yeah. Okay. I will flip the first quarter here.
And I'll go with tails.
He's going tails. I'm going to flip it now. A quarter has landed. Uh-oh.
Looks like heads.
It looks like heads.
Is it heads?
Looks like you're flipping for me now.
Yes.
Here we go. I'm going to start it off. It's the way she goes. All right. My first guess is going to be heads. Here we go. He's flipped it.
Tails.
Oh. Such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. Here we go. Number 2. It's going to be heads again.
Shit.
Heads again. Come on, buddy. Heads.
Heads.
Heads. Let's do it. Heads. Heads.
Heads.
All right. 1 for me. Number 3
So
is
I'm
going to be...
guessing if the game continues as usual, Blake's going to get the next 3 and I'm going to get none.
That's exactly how it's going to go. Because the next one's going to be tails. It fell off the... It fell off the table. It fell off the table. We got to try it one more time. He's flipped it.
And we were going with tails, right?
I was going with tails.
Oh, this is a dramatic one.
This
Don't
one's
touch
spinning forever.
something.
Spinning forever.
It's tails, I can already tell. Yeah, Blake's got something going with the Wright brothers.
What's that, 2 for me? A 3 for me? 2 for
2
me.
out of 3 so far.
2 out of 3. Here comes number 4, and it's going to be heads. Here we go.
Fucker. It's heads.
Ah.
Cheating bastard.
All right, last one. I got 3 on you now. 3 out of 5.
It's already done.
It is done. It's going to be heads again for the last one.
Are you shitting me?
Was it heads?
Heads.
Oh!
Dude, nobody makes it. I would literally have to get 5 out of 5. And then, even if I get 4, it goes into sudden death, and the odds are just working against me all the way here.
I know.
This sucks.
That's the way she goes. All right, I have now gotten contact with the quarter. I left it a voicemail, and it is on its way in my hands.
Send him a message on Facebook.
By the way, the quarter that we're flipping tonight is a
It's got the Wright brothers.
It is a 2001 North Carolina with the Wright brothers on the back.
So I was saying you have a deal with the Wright brothers.
I do.
That's why you're winning.
Wilbur and what is it, Arthur Wright? I forget.
Never.
I know Wilbur is one of the brothers. I think he was the one that fell out because he was too drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna build and fly the first airplanes while drinking. He was a genius, but a total idiot.
What could go wrong?
I'm also not gonna wear a helmet, parachute, or any sort of seatbelt.
Right. Well, by then there wasn't even any seatbelts. Anyway, here comes Phil's flips. Here we go. What's it gonna be for the first one, my friend?
Tails.
It's gonna be tails. I'm flipping the quarter. It fell off the table. Wouldn't you know it, as the first flip would fall off the table. Here we go. You want to still go with that same one? Yeah. Here we go. Flipping it. Oh, okay, I'll do that. That was a cheesy flip. Let me move something here. Here we go. Flipping now.
We got another dramatic one. It heads.
It is tails.
Nice.
Phil gets one. Very good. Number 2.
Heads.
He's going to go heads for number 2. Here we go. It's heads.
Nice.
Oh, you're on a roll, man. I don't know what's going on here.
Heads.
He's gonna heads again.
Heads again.
Here we go.
Oh.
It hit something. It landed on tails, so
It does. It depends whether you want to count it.
it shouldn't hit anything.
All right.
The cord
again.
jeopardized it.
Then
Here
I'll
we
go heads again.
He got it.
Heads.
3 in a row.
So that means I'm gonna miss the next 2. It's gonna end up like last.
Right. Here we go. Or it could be sudden death. It could be sudden death. We don't know yet.
The pressure is on.
The pressure is on. What do you guess?
What do you think, Gordon? I think Gordon wants me to go with heads
He's
again.
consulting the gecko that's been attached to the microphone stand here in the studio.
The Gordon gecko who is a lizard.
Yes. It makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Just to us. All right, you going heads?
Heads again.
Heads. He's going heads. It interfered.
Yep. Hit the mic.
Here we go.
Mouse.
Okay. Can I use somebody else's hands?
I think
I just literally
the
have
quarter wants a raise.
I literally have. It's going to turn into a Kennedy 50-cent piece. Here we go.
Heads again.
Heads again. He got it!
It's it. Heads. All right.
Oh.
If I get this one, this will be the first time anyone has gotten 5 in a row.
Yeah, you will have a winner take all, like a flush or whatever they call that. A total annihilation is what we'll call that. All right, the last one. You've already beat me.
No, we're just tied.
Are we?
It's 4-4.
Okay.
I just have one more flip, or else it's sudden death. You could still win.
Should I light the quarter on fire?
And throw it at me?
No, we'll flip it with fire on it.
Heads again.
He's going. Okay.
I'm going against the
Final
answer. Final answer.
Right. Dun, dun. Okay, here we go. Flipping heads. It's tails.
Oh, man. Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
So that means we are going to just do one flip for the other person. First one to get one before the other one doesn't, they win.
Final death.
Good run though. I did not.
Not bad.
Did not think. So, you are the first one to get 4, so you will decide who flips first.
All right.
I will flip for me?
I'll flip for you first. Are you ready for for sudden death?
I'm going to go heads.
You're going to go heads. Here we go.
It's only failed me once so far.
Fell off the table? That's all right. We do need a little bit of
I know, we're going to have to get like a separate table for fucking
sudden
flipping
death.
quarters.
Here we go. Okay.
It hit something.
Hit something again. Still the same?
Heads. Yep, going heads.
It's heads!
All right. So, for sudden death, Blake. Wow, that was the dumbest thing I've ever written on a piece of paper. That was dumber than one meeting, one kiss.
Yeah. What happened?
I know, like I put P or B for our scores, and since I was thinking sudden death, I put an S with a 1 under it. Like,
what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, like I'm supposed to know who's that score, or whose score that's supposed to be. All right, pressure's on, Blake.
Pressure's on. Are you ready?
What's it gonna be?
Here it is. I'm gonna guess. Tails.
Tails. Not often.
Here we go. Wow.
Not often does Blake guess tails.
Ready for this?
That was not a good flip.
No.
It was tails though.
And I can't count it.
You can't count it?
I can't,
Alright.
even though it would have been a winner. It's not fair. Cannot interfere with anything.
It's heads.
Oh,
First time, and it
Jesus.
looks like 3 games.
He got
I
it.
ended Blake's 3-game winning streak. So the official score for I almost said Bible trivia for quarter game.
what are we doing here?
We're flipping a quarter. Is this Bible trivia?
Yeah.
It is 13-11. Blake still has a commanding
man.
2-game win though,
This is insane.
and he also has.
I'm still safe.
He
still safe.
does have chance for revenge in Bible trivia coming up soon.
That's right.
Where he is winning 12 games to 10.
Yay. All right, well, very good. That was the quarter game. Phil took that one for the token there, but I'm still up ahead by 1 game, or 2 games?
2
1
games.
Game. 2 games. 2 games.
13 to 11.
Oh,
And
very
that
good.
would mean that I would have to pretty much get, 8 out of 10 of the next flips right, which will not happen.
Very good. All right, when we come back, we're going to play a little Bible trivia.
The
right
one
after
where we
this.
flip the quarter.
The one where we flip the quarter, yes, very well. Here are the Eagles at 8:55.
City girls just seem to find out early.
Radiooclypse, I did a Paul DeMarco there. Episode 34 with Blake and 40 Phil. And the greatest hits honored Eric Clapton, Wonderful Tonight. When we come back, a little Bible trivia and sage observations with me, Blake Richards. It's 9 o'clock.
It's late in the evening.
Nothing sounds better than Eric Clapton on your radio. It's Radiooclypse episode 34, Wonderful Tonight. By the way, you're listening to Radiooclypse on the Rat Bastard Radio Network. Without further ado, 40 Phil is to my right, and right now we're about to play the game we play every week called Bible Trivia.
If we decide that one of the questions is just so obviously stupid and there's no chance of us getting it, we have the option to send it over to and do a Bible question. And then at the very last question always is a Bible question. Originally started off with us only doing Bible questions, and then we realized that was stupid because we had no fucking
knowledge
idea.
of the Bible. Right. So without further ado, let's do it.
And now it's time to play Bible Trivia.
What's the point of any of
Well,
this?
that was a huge embarrassing failure.
All right.
Beginning sounds like we got the actor from Borat to do it.
We did. Sasha
Baron Cohen.
Baron
or whatever
Cohen,
his name
yeah.
is.
That weirdo. Anyway,
He is a weirdo.
Phil's got the questions, and you and all of us have the answers, hopefully.
Everyone but
And by
Blake
you and us,
I.
by you and us, I of course mean you, the listeners, because I have no idea what's going on.
Mythology is the first question.
Ah.
In Norse mythology, what is the name of the mischievous god who likes to play tricks? Loki.
Loki?
That's my guess.
I'm going to say Poseidon.
Is that?
That's a god.
Greek?
He's the god of the water.
Is that
He's the god
Greek
of
or-
water.
I think that's Greek mythology, though.
What is it, mythology? What mythology
Norse
is it?
mythology is like Thor, Loki.
God, I don't know any of that stuff, man. So
well, either way, I know.
you probably know,
I know
what it
it's
is.
Loki.
So. All right.
Looking at it, it's Loki.
Ah!
Which most people only know about now because of the new Thor movies.
Right.
But I had a friend whose nickname was Loki because he was a total dickweed.
I haven't seen the second Thor movie yet. Is that any good?
I liked it.
Is it? Okay. Fair enough.
I thought the
I'll have
first
to go
one was
see
pretty
it.
funny, too.
I liked the first one.
I
Yeah.
like when he's like, another! And fucking like,
the coffee. I
smashes
need more of this.
Yeah. I like this drink. Second, fuck. Why do they always have a geography category? I hate it.
I don't know.
It's like a scene from Mad Men with these fucking cigarettes.
Oh, I know. Everywhere. Horrible. We got to stop smoking in here.
Where
Anyway.
is the island nation of Nauru located? And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, so I'm going to spell it Nauru. Nauru.
Nauru. I have never heard of that. I'm going to say the Virgin. No, I'm going to say the Caribbean.
What island nation?
Tahiti. That's what I'm going to say. Tahiti.
Where's that place that just got demolished by like a fucking
Haiti?
Haiti. Wherever that's located.
The poor Haitians. All right.
South Pacific Ocean. That's
unbelievable.
Island nation.
That's not a nation. The
South
Pacific
Ocean.
Isn't that a region or an area?
It's probably done by Samantha Weaver.
That's what I was gonna say. That stupid bitch. That's Samantha Weaver. Can we fire her?
Yeah, she's got.
I'm gonna write tidbits. I'm gonna
get
call
hers.
him. I'm gonna call him.
We are gonna spam them with hate mail for.
And you know what I'm gonna do?
Samantha
I'm
Weaver.
gonna adopt tidbits, and I'm gonna make them.
I'm gonna buy it out and then
we'll
keep
still get
everybody
confused
on
by all the
there
facts that we see.
and fire only Samantha Weaver.
We got to do it. All right.
3.
Number 3.
Chemistry. What is the symbol for the element sulfur?
S.
I'm gonna go with SU.
That's a good guess. S. I'm gonna go SF. SF.
S.
Oh,
God damn it.
Wow. Well, it was worth a shot. We got half of it right.
Yeah.
So collectively, we earn a point for both of us. We each earned half a point.
So it is now 1/2 a point to 1.5
That
points.
shouldn't even count. It's so sad. All right.
We gotta do it because we gotta start adding half points.
We do.
Just so we
0.5.
end up not 0 to 0
We're gonna have, like,
after
decimal
10 questions.
0.0001 point. Yeah.
Round it off to the
Right.
nearest decimal
If
point.
it's 0.5 or higher, you get it. You get the point. So actually, we do deserve the point.
Yep. So it
Because
is
you got to
now
round up after 5.
half a point to 1.5 points.
We totally just bullshit through those rules right there. We don't make our own thing. All right, number 4.
Transportation. What is the name of France's high-speed rail service?
Francis High-Speed Rail Service. The bullet
It's like-
train. No?
Oh no, I'm thinking of the highway that has no speed limit. It's like an.
Oh, the Autobahn.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
What is it? A rail?
Why the fuck would I guess Autobahn for a rail?
Oh, well, it's like the thing they're building in California, the high-speed rail that goes from here to LA.
Yeah, high-speed rail service.
I don't know what it's called. The Orient Express? I don't know.
The Orient Express.
It's not a bullet train, that's for sure. I think that's a steam engine.
France. I'm just gonna go civilian
called?
transportation unit.
I'm going to say the French Connection. French Express.
TGV or Train a Grande Vitesse.
Wow.
Not even close, you dipshits.
Not even within the shadow of that answer. That's terrible. All right. Numero
5.
cinco.
Speaking of which, I need to wait. That was no. This is number 5 now. So literature. Who wrote the Hollywood-based novel? Yes, The Day of the Locust.
I don't know.
I do.
You do. You do.
No,
do you?
actually, I don't.
You don't.
I have no.
I'm gonna say Samantha Weaver.
Don't insult the
I
author.
can't. No. That's giving her way too much credit.
Yeah, she just like writes books on a
I wouldn't
template.
give her credit for drawing a hopscotch fucking track on the sidewalk right now, okay? With all the shit that she threw us with Pacific Ocean being a region and all.
She said the Pacific Ocean was an island nation.
Right. I'm pretty
clearly-
sure the ocean is international territory, international waters.
I didn't
There
know
are no
people
laws.
lived in the ocean to make it a nation. It has a it has a government apparently.
It is just the worst. All right.
Truman Capote. Hey, he wrote Breakfast for Tiffany. That's a movie.
I'm gonna say Maury Povich.
Maury Povich.
Maurice Sendak. That's the only author I know.
Nathaniel West. Never heard of that.
No.
Or it. Him.
Yeah. Wow. What a letdown. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah. Number
Still,
6.
Blake is only behind by 1 point, and there are still 5 more questions to go. Number 6,
Look at yours,
geology. What kind of rock is marble? What kind of rock is marble?
What kind of rock is the marble rock?
Granite?
No, that's
Fuck
a rock
if I
of its
know.
own.
Yeah, it's, I don't know.
I did think that though, but I dismissed it. I didn't even entertain the thought of it being granite.
Do we want to Bible trivia this one, or should we? I don't know.
How about, is there a way to look at the first letter of the answer without you saying the whole answer?
I
or
can. 6.
Can you? Just, what is the first letter?
M.
Marble. Marble rock. Marbleite.
I'm
I don't know.
just gonna go with buttfuck nothing. I have no clue.
All right, what's the answer?
Metamorphic.
Oh! It's wrong. Wow, metamorphic. Interesting.
I guess it's
I learned something
somehow
new today.
Morphs metamorphically.
Huh. Interesting. All right, number
Question
6.
7.
Oh, 7.
Art. What outdoor school of paintings was led by artists such as Rousseau, Corot, Millet, and Daubigny? Fuck is with artists and their stupid names.
What was the question?
What outdoor school of painting was led by artists such as their names don't
Oh
matter?
my God, I don't know. The garden painting tour? I don't know. I don't know.
We're Bible triviaing it.
Oh God, here we go. We're gonna Bible trivia it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Pick 1 through 6.
1 through 6. All right.
That's just the number of questions.
Number 5.
Number
I'm
5.
going with number 5.
According to Proverbs, oh, my favorite book.
Oh, mine too. How funny.
What type heart doeth good like... What? Okay. According to Proverbs, what
Use
type
the
heart
in a sentence.
doeth good like a medicine? Warm, A. B. Young. C. Loving. D. Merry.
One more time.
According to Proverbs... Fuck! I hate this question already, and I'm probably gonna get it wrong. And I'm gonna get in a car accident while walking home. According to the Proverbs, what type heart doeth good like medicine? A.
Okay.
Warm. B. Young. C. Loving. D. Merry.
I'm gonna say C. Loving.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with warm then.
All right.
Let's get the Bible
Fair
trivia.
enough.
Question 5. D. Mary.
Oh,
Yeah, I with all the shit like God talking about love thy neighbor, I thought
that's
it would have been
horrible.
loving too.
Yeah.
What the hell
What?
is with that?
Unbelievable.
Samantha Weaver's fucking with us.
Unbelievable. All right.
She's probably like doesn't even do.
Was that it?
No, we still have
Okay.
3 more questions.
Very good. Are they Bible questions?
The final one will be unless
Okay.
we just
All right. So we
decide
got
these
2
ones
more
are stupid.
questions and then a Bible question, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go.
Movies. Which U.S. state was the setting for the 1971 The Last Picture Show?
I'm gonna say Oregon.
New York.
Okay.
Texas.
Oh! Horrible. Who does art in Texas?
I know, isn't that banned?
I thought
for, like,
they just
being
made
gay?
pace salsa down there, and that's about it, right?
Owned by, what was it, the Campbell's
The
Company?
Campbell's Soup, yeah. We learned something new today. Campbell's Soup Company owns Pace Salsa. If you hadn't known that this far, you learned something new today too, listeners. See, we're not all just a bunch of kiss my ass mishmash.
Would you rather go with a television or psychology question?
Let's go television.
Let me just read the psychology one because I think it'll fit in well with Blake. What is the abnormal fear represented in pedophobia?
That's not a real question.
Number 10.
Wow. Fear of pedophiles.
Fear of pedophiles?
Wow.
I have to look it up.
All right, yeah, you do.
A fear of children.
What? We actually got it wrong. Unbelievable.
That was not the official question.
Oh, was it?
You requested television. That was the psychology.
Oh.
I just had to read that.
I was like, what does that have to do with television? It has nothing. All right, fair enough. What's the real question for television?
What was Radar O'Reilly's mom's name on the TV show MASH?
Sharon something. I don't know.
Susie?
I don't know. Sharon.
Shit.
I don't know.
Edna.
Ah, jeez.
So now this is actually Blake's chance to catch up because the next one will be multiple choice, meaning it gives us both an actual chance.
Is this next one a Bible question?
This is the
All right, here we go,
Bible
ladies and gentlemen.
question.
The official Bible question for this evening. The last question of Bible trivia. Is this multiple choice?
It is.
All right.
So we already did 5. So pick it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6.
3.
3 it is.
Here we go.
Who was stoned, then burned after taking silver, gold, and a garment from the destroyed Jericho? A. Joshua. C. Wow, I went from A to C, really. B. Nathan. C. Shamgar. Or D. Achan.
I'm going to say Achan.
Achan, because he was aching after getting
He was
thrown
aching because he was aching after being stoned to
I'm
death.
going to go with Shamgar.
All right. And the answer.
Aiken! Blake tied it up. That means we go into sudden death. This is the second sudden death of the night.
This is horrible tonight, folks. I'm sweating.
It is actually, he caught up on the final question.
I worked my way up around that last turn. Didn't you see me take the inside turn? I told you.
You definitely
told you I'd
took it.
catch up. It's the way she goes.
It's the way she, sometimes it goes, that's the
Sometimes
way she
doesn't.
goes.
That's exactly right.
So
All
that
right.
means, let's cross out 3. And to make it sudden death, there are 4 multiple choice answers. We will each choose 2 to make sure somebody gets the point.
Sounds good.
All right, 1, 2, 4, 6.
2.
2. From Job 40, 15 through. All right, I'm not reading
book
these.
of
I don't
Job?
know. Yeah, Job. Fuck it. Obviously. What animal is so named that some believe it to be a dinosaur? I think I know which one this is gonna be. So if we hear the second one, fuck it. I'm just gonna let you go A, B, C, or D. Because if we hear which one this is, then we're gonna obviously know which one it is.
I'm going to say B and C are my answers. You have A and D.
And so you took, which I believe is gonna be the correct one, B, Levoraptor. You know, like that's a clear compared to these other ones. And you took C, which is Memphian. And then I was left with A, Tigmalock, and then D, Behemoth. Let's see which one it is.
Voting on that raptor.
Wait, this was 2. D, Behemoth.
Wow.
I thought I wanted to go with B.
You got that one.
So this leaves the final score for Bible trivia 2.5 to 1.5, bringing the total overall score. It is now tied.
Yep.
11 to 11, Bible trivia.
Oh, man. Good game
First
tonight.
time in a long time I've won both games.
Wow.
But Blake did good. I thought you were gonna win. Levoraptor. How do you not associate that with a fucking dinosaur?
That's unbelievable, man. Well, it was a good game. Phil is now ahead, or are we tied? We're now tied.
Quarter game 13 to 10.
I am still ahead.
No, it's 13
a little
to
bit by
11.
quarter game.
It's 13 to 11.
But we are tied with Bible.
Yes, with Bible, we are now officially tied. Next week's game is going to be a dramatic one.
This is Radiooclypse episode 34 with Blake and 40 Phil. It's 9:29. Let's get back into the music. A little Baker Street. Finding yourself on Baker Street. You know, just don't look down on the ground, and if you're drunk, There's a free restroom at the Chevron across the street next to the nudie bar across from the Motel 6. From 1978, Jerry Rafferty in Baker Street on Radiooclypse. Back in just moments with strange but true, or as I like to call, sage observations. It's a horrible thing that's been depicted and edited by Samantha Weaver. I believe she's the sole editor of the Tidbits magazine that we get collectively every week for our show at the ever-convenient gas station or car wash. This is Radiooclypse. Phil to my right has just opened up the Ripley's book and he's ready to start the segment that is Ripley's Believe It or Not. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radiooclypse. You can find the pictures there right on our wall. We just posted them a couple hours ago. And they are in sequential order, 1 through 6. So, Phil, give us number 1.
Number 1. It looks like a bunch of men standing around. But these are the Sanghli sisters who live in India and are their faces, obviously. It's funny because one of them, the one to the left, looks like a friend I grew up with.
Ew! That's horrible.
Fucking had giant eyebrows and a huge bushy beard at like 13. They suffer from one of the rarest conditions on the planet. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. But what it's also called, because no one can pronounce that word, is werewolf syndrome.
Werewolf
It's where their faces
syndrome.
are, as you can see, covered by disgusting mats of hair and look like boys.
Yeah.
And
these are all women?
Yes, every single person.
Single one
and
is a woman.
And you know it's horrible because you can see like right behind them, like their grandfather.
Yeah, in the picture.
And, they look more like their grandfather than they probably do their mother. It says here that there is no cure for it, and the only thing you can really do is pay for expensive laser treatments and chemical treatments to get rid of the hair, but it will always grow back. And
That's
for
horrible.
scarring me, I would love to wax their faces.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that would feel wonderful.
That'd be great.
I'd do it for free. And it will always grow back, but they've started almost like a Kickstarter, or not necessarily a Kickstarter because they're not going to do anything with the money, but or like some sort of project. They want people to essentially pay for them. People to pay for them to get their faces, treated.
I think they're all descendants of Robin Williams.
Robin Williams' chest had kids, apparently.
Oh my God.
And they hope to get themselves shaved up and treated and all that because they want to eventually get a husband. Let me tell you this.
I'm not lined up for that.
I meet you and you look normal, and then 6 months later you look like my gardener. We've got a problem.
Yeah.
I did not sign up for that.
I mean, I paid for you, not the girly you with the beard.
Yeah, I know. It's like Jesus Christ. I don't really want to make out with someone who has more facial hair than I do.
Right.
Like,
if your beard is tickling me more than my beard's tickling you, then we have a situation.
we have a big situation.
We need to bust out the nair, is what we need to do.
I'm gonna nair your face, or we're getting a divorce.
Shit.
Okay,
All
that ends the first one. Now
Hideous.
on to number 2.
Oh, she's
simply
hideous.
titled "Nose Plugs."
Ugh.
God, what is? Now that everyone can see this, what is with that? It looks like she took a Sharpie down the middle of her face or something.
I think that was. I think that's like a stretch mark or a vein or something. I don't know what that is.
Either way, it's horrendous. I love the lines going through it because of her wrinkles.
Oh yeah.
It's probably. Oh God, she's ugly. It says her name is Tile Yang Yaming, a member of the. That is way too long of a word.
Most of them are.
A Pantamanality. All right, we're done with that. A tribe from the Zero Valley in India's. What's with all these freaks from India?
I don't know.
From the something state. Shows off her face tattoos. Oh, so it's a tattoo. And a bamboo nose plug. And I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of all the. Gauging people do to their ears and
me
stuff,
either,
but I'd rather see that any day of the week. I'd rather stick my tongue through someone's gauged ear than ever have to see this lady's nose again.
That is horrifying.
It really is.
That's horrible.
I'm going to stick my tongue through your gauged ear.
That's terrifying.
And this shit that she's done to her face that you see is a result of a bloody and painful teenage tradition.
Ugh.
It's coveted. Apparently, they think this is very beautiful, and she was actually apparently quite the looker in her day. But apparently, these women, because of their beauty, were kidnapped by neighboring tribes to combat them. To take away their beautiful women, and would do this to them.
Wow.
And they would deliberately deface them.
Wow.
Or no, actually, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. People did this to themselves. She and other teenagers did this to themselves. They would deface themselves so they wouldn't be kidnapped by the neighboring tribes because they wanted to take their beautiful women from them. And it says, soot-covered thorns were jabbed under their skin to create tattoos, the line down her face. And the nose plugs were inserted into holes. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Cut into a knife that was used on everybody. They were essentially giving each other blood. If one person had a blood disease, they all did. They're using the same knife. That's horrible. And although the gruesome ritual has largely died out, a few women still practice it today, even though the neighboring tribe, or the tribe they had conflicts with, is no longer there.
Wow.
So
that is horrifying.
That's truly terrible. You get a beautiful daughter born. Let's stick giant things in her nose.
That is horrible.
And cut holes in her with a knife that other
does
people have
Versace
had.
make a version of this? You can find it at Macy's.
And so now on to number 3.
Number 3.
The Cyclops goat.
Ugh.
Now, if you're looking at the same thing I am, wow.
Horrible.
This thing, it looks like a pug crossed with Leela from Futurama and then coated with disgusting hair. And I thought that was the tongue this entire time.
That's a finger.
That's a finger. So this lady is essentially fingering a Cyclops goat.
Wow.
That is really disgusting.
Ugh.
And even though we can't do it, apparently you can go 3D with it, but why I would want that thing jumping out of a book at me, I don't know. And
I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Kendra Baisha of Garden City, Texas, sent Ripley's this amazing picture of a baby goat on April 20th, awesome,
nice.
2012, with just one eye in the middle of its face. And let me tell you, I don't want to sound cruel or mean, but this baby, if I didn't have a firearm, would have gotten a hammer through its head.
That's horrible.
You know, the other goats in society will never accept it.
He's an outcast goat.
It is the outcast goat.
God.
It's just...
he needs to be loved, too. All right, number 4.
If I want to love it with a mallet, then I'm going to love it with a mallet.
Jesus Christ.
So number 4 is...
Ooh, that looks bad.
Yeah,
that's not good.
This is
that
an
looks
unfortunate
like that hurts.
incident. Let me see before I announce it if they say the type of dog. Bulldog. Yeah,
okay.
Like you can eat... Don't those look like a toothpick sticking out of its head?
Like a billion of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. When Bulldog Bella May got into a fight with a porcupine near her home, and by the way, I love the word porcupine.
Oh, yeah.
And why do we call it porcupine when it's spelled P-O-R-C-U-P-I-N-E? It's like porcupine.
It's porcupine.
Is it how you say it? Porcupine?
It's supposed to be porcupine, yeah.
Yeah.
But people say porcupine.
It's funny. It's like, I'm gonna pork you the...
I'm gonna pork you the...
It sounds like an animal that should be known for screwing people's wives.
Right.
So when the bulldog got in a fight with the porcupine near her home in Norman, Oklahoma, she ended up with 500 quills stuck in her face, neck, legs, chest, and paws. Though, and I was just thinking this before I read it.
That's the same amount of number of shower scenes that's in Top Gun.
No less than
500 quills. Right.
So, and I was just thinking it miraculous. Oh, that's the word they use. I was thinking it's amazing it avoided her eyes. They all missed her eyes. Porcupines hit victims with their tail, leaving some of their 30,000 barbed quills embedded in the skin. Veterinarians eventually managed to dig out all the quills and set Bellarmé on the road to recovery. But also, and I know this just from I've had family that have been pwned by porcupines, their quills have those like outward-facing barbs, so they dig themselves in, and pulling them out is incredibly painful because it just tears at you and makes it pulls, your skin like.
It's amazing how an
pulls with
animal has that type of security feature and like such horrible like repercussions of even taking them out. It's already been planned ahead, like it's gonna hurt going in and it's gonna hurt coming out.
They naturally just dig themselves into you. Is that the final Ripley's, or is there another one?
There is. We still have 2 more. There's 6 of them. That was number 4. The next one is the
Mr. Biceps.
Mr. Biceps.
So, and I already remember this one.
Number 5. Sorry.
There is a man with 28-inch biceps. Now, let me just give you.
You can
perspective.
look at the picture on Facebook here. You can just see.
Oh no, I wanted to actually read what it said about him too.
No, I'm telling the viewers, but.
Oh yeah, and this man, those are 28-inch biceps. Now to give you perspective on something, I wear a size 26 pants. God,
he could wear your pants on his arms.
He could wear my pants on his. My little brother is 6'10" and has a smaller waist than this man's fucking biceps.
I think it's almost like unhealthy to be that healthy.
No, because to like be honest, that guy didn't get there naturally. He's taking some sort of performance enhancing. Here we go. Of course he is.
Juicing.
Nobody gets that big without fucking taking steroids. I mean, look at his arms.
Look at me.
And look at me.
Right.
You think I got these guns using something?
Where can I get my tickets to the gun show?
Right here.
That way. Right.
So New York City he's a bodybuilder. He's on steroids.
New York City. Okay. So he's a U.S. citizen.
Greg Valentino. I mean, he looks like he has a big head, and it still looks small compared to. Greg Valentino has biceps that that menstruate a gigantic 28-inch, 71 centimeters in circumference, making his arms larger than some people's waists. That's why I decided, look at my shorts. 26 inch. God damn, a bodybuilder since 14. Greg uses his mighty muscles to oh my God. He bicep curls 300 pounds and can bench press 550 pounds. That is ridiculous. Dude, he's a monster. That's more than Arnold Schwarzenegger could ever do.
He's a monster.
He literally is a monster.
Ay.
It's fucking horrifying.
All right, that was number 5 on the Facebook, and you can go and see that. Number 6.
It's not really. Number 6 is not really a believe it or not. I guess in some cases you could consider it a believe it or not, but this man has
Believe it or not, this man will not be getting very much pussy.
Of course, it's on the same fucking page.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the tumors.
God, which Phil's, we will talk nothing about this because Blake insists it be on next episode's.
No pun there with the insists.
Oh, God.
I insist that you read the cyst story next week.
I insist that you talk about cysts inside of other cysts. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a terrible pun, but you made it. You made it.
We're going to give a not safe for work and a viewer discretion advised before we show that picture.
I think all of our episodes are NSFW, to be honest. I mean,
and they all should have the viewer discretion
they
advised.
Really should. Rated M for minuscule idiots.
Rated M for you're going to be miserable after you see this.
You're going to need to shoot up some black tar heroin just to feel good about waking up in the morning.
And if you don't have a needle, I might be able to find one in the back of somebody's car.
Let's go to Red Carpet Car Wash.
So this man, and let me say I love The Predator. Great movie. He has a Predator tattoo on the back of his head. Let's see.
That's awesome.
What they are. And it's one of the most iconic movie or sci-fi aliens of all time. And it doesn't really give any description of it. Here it is. Artistic barber. What the fuck? Oh, these aren't even tattoos. This is done with hair. I thought this was a tattoo. Yeah, artistic barber. Welcome on. Artistic barber Radamus.
Just the best music.
What did I just pull?
You just pulled a Paul DeMarco.
Yeah, I pulled a Paul DeMarco.
Yeah.
That might be one of the longest.
And God bless Paul DeMarco. He really is a great guy. We don't mean anything bad by that.
No.
But I
we
can
love his
tell
show.
that is one of his crutches, and I have them too. Mine are different, and you will soon learn them as soon as I start.
On his show, which we are going to tune into
I'm going to let one fly tomorrow. I guarantee you that from 3 to 6 p.m. tomorrow on Pacific Standard Time when you tune into the Totally 70s Radio Network on VonLive.tv.
Totally 70s.
Yep. There you go.
So, oh, wow, this guy's from West Palm Beach, too, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, so he comes from the land of freaks where people eat each other's faces off.
Yeah,
That's great.
after smoking bath salts.
What's next?
He uses a razor and clippers to etch amazing likenesses of comic book characters and celebrities into the backs of people's... into the backs and sides of people's... and he used back hairs? That's disgusting. His range includes P. Diddy, Predator, Mickey Mouse, and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wow.
And there's actually... I won't spoil them because I actually think these pictures are really cool. We have more behind the head face art for next week because tattoos are one thing, but this man actually did this with people's hair. While disgusting is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was a tattoo. I had no idea it was
I
actually made out
honestly
of hair.
thought it was tattoo. That ends today's Ripley's Believe It or Not, which I feel much better about. I feel that has gone 1,000 times better than the previous ones.
That's good. Yeah, I thought it went well this time too.
And so I'm confident that there will be more to come and that I will enjoy doing. So that is good.
Very good.
It went swimmingly tonight.
It went swimmingly well tonight. And we've had a good show so far. We have a few things left, like Strange But True. Or, I'm sorry, Moments in Time. We've already done Samantha Weaver's...
we
didn't do Sage Observations
No,
yet.
we haven't done that yet.
Oh, we still got that coming up soon. All right.
Let's see, actually, if... Moments in Time, thank God, is supplied by History Channel.
Oh, good. It's not Samantha Weaver.
Not Samantha Weaver.
Terrible writing.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't consider her, like, as someone that wanted to be an author at one time, and I love reading and I love literature, it's giving her way too much credit to call her an author.
Correct.
She uses a fucking template. That's like Shakespeare if he fucking used a template for all his plays, or something, or Mark Twain used a template for all his shit.
Microsoft created for him. Wow. All right, fair
She's
enough.
a hack.
When we come back, we'll play a little bit. Well, I'll speak of some moments in time, courtesy of the History Channel. 10:23 on my clock with Blake and 40 Phil on Radiooclypse, episode 34 with Ricky Lee Jones, Chuck E's In Love from 1979.
How come you don't come in PLP with me? Down at the meter no more.
Anyway, this is a little segment I like to call Strange But True. And it's a bunch of facts thrown together by a woman in a trailer park in Desert Hot Springs, California. Who's what?
Who's already had a stroke,
Right.
apparently. 'Cause
Yeah.
she can only move one side of her body. That's why she uses the template.
It was noted Democratic politician Aldi Stevenson who made the following sage observation.
Who would have known?
Oh, what a surprise. In America, anyone can be persistent. That's one of the risks. Oh, president. That's one of the risks you take. What?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm guessing they mean any douche can become president
Well, look
if
at
you
the one we
become
got
popular.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Dickweed Obama. And I just want to say that if you don't like Obama, it doesn't fucking make you racist. I mean, he was voted into office, so clearly most people aren't racist.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
No, I'm just saying, like, all these people that if you go, oh, I disagree with this policy he's done.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a racist.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, those people are ignorant
what?
and stupid. They have no idea what they're talking about.
Fucking morons.
They're idiots. Here we go. You might be surprised to learn that notorious FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover at one time had presidential aspirations. He reportedly believed that he would be able to defeat President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1936, though nothing came to his ambition. How unfortunate.
I guess.
He was too busy trying on his mother's dresses at that time. Those who study such things say that a lion and a leopard can successfully interbreed. The resulting offspring is called a lepon.
Not nearly as cool as a liger, I'm guessing.
No.
And
Are those even real?
ligers?
A liger.
Yeah, they're very like.
Are they
a
rare?
Tigon is I can't remember which, but I believe it's a male lion, female tiger. That's the liger, and male tiger, female lion are tigons. But they, I can't remember if I read it or not. But I don't think they can do it naturally. I think it has to be like genetically done.
Test tube situation.
Yeah,
I see.
they do have real life ligers, and those things are fucking as big as like your car.
Oh Jesus!
Like they can like tower. They're the biggest.
I'm officially
cats.
frightened.
Yeah, they're fucking horrifyingly large.
The first pocket calculator was introduced by Texas Instruments in 1961. Intended originally for use by the Air Force, weighing 10 ounces and being only slightly larger than a pack of cigarettes, the company claimed that it could perform the size calculations as a computer 150 times its size.
And now it's funny now that like Jeremy, since he's in college or whatever, they have those TI, the Texas Instruments ones that are like even bigger now.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they've grown in size.
It's like
as
bigger is the
advanced.
new thing now. It's like, I have a giant 18-wheeler sized computer tower
It's
that
like
I
a
have
fucking
parked behind my house.
dick measuring contest for math people.
So I can successfully run Windows XP without support. So they just finally cut that shit off. The sex organ of the male spider can be found at the end of one of its legs.
That's
weird.
Terrible.
That's weird.
That's like
Talk about an
my
official,
penis is on my foot.
An official third foot. The joke is real. All right.
I wonder if when it walks, it steps on its balls.
Right. As most healthcare workers would tell you, emergency rooms are busier than most mental patients, and more mental patients are admitted during the full moon than any other time of the month. The time of the new moon is only slightly less than busy, however. Interesting. So when there's a full moon, the crazies really do come out.
Do not go to the emergency room unless 100% necessary, because you're probably going to have your ID stolen and then someone's going to keep it in their rectum.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Then you have to send David Spade hate mail.
Yeah, he's got a new fucking stand-up comedy thing coming out tomorrow called My Fake Problems.
Oh, really?
They've been like advertising it all day, before I came over here on Comedy Central.
Jesus. Ever since the show.
Dude, he's getting old too. His facial hair and his like accent are all gray.
Yeah, I know.
It sucks.
It's weird. He's David Spade getting old. It's just something. This is something I just never wanted to acknowledge or.
It's more horrifying than his face in Black Sheep.
I know, but he still looks like a kid though. Like he's just weird. Yeah. The next time you're drizzling honey on your biscuit, remember this tidbit. Oh,
that sounded unusually sexual.
I did. Bees must visit up to 2 million flowers just to produce a single pound of sweetener.
They know.
2 million flowers. I know they know. They're pissed about it.
And I know that you know that I know that they know.
I know that I know that you know that the bees know that you know that I know.
One of Blake's favorite shirts.
Not the bees.
is the bees know. He wears it all the time.
The bees know. That is from that. You're not wearing it today though. That's why the mojo's off this evening.
I was wearing it earlier, but when I went to the mall to see if they had, I was wearing it yesterday and it got caked in sweat, so I had to walk.
Oh my God.
It's in the fucking dryer now.
That is terrible.
Is that Nicolas Cage upstairs?
My eyes! My eyes!
The only person who overacts more than Jim Carrey, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, the overactor. Wow.
Who has literally pissed fire 3 times in one movie.
That's terrible. All right. One might think that an event as momentous as the Wright brothers' first successful airplane flight in 1903 would have conceived widespread coverage in the new media. One would be wrong. The only newspaper to carry an account of the historic flight was the Virginia Pilot, based in Norfolk.
And I would like to say that is the 3rd time today And this is all coincidental. The Wright brothers have been mentioned.
Yeah.
Once when I looked at the quarter, saw that it was the Wright brothers, and said
quarter.
Blake had a deal with him when he read it, and now in
No, one of my
Sage
answers was,
Observations.
yeah. That's weird. Huh. And here is your thought for the day. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Mark Twain. Yep. And there are your strange but true sage observations, courtesy of no other than Samantha Weaver.
The biggest hack in any sort of literature.
Unbelievable. All right, folks, well, we got a couple more songs here on the way before the 11 o'clock hour. Just 8 minutes in front of 11 o'clock, 10:52. The Fifth Dimension with Aquarius. The full version, Let the Sun Shine In, too, on the tail of that. Right here on Radiooclypse, episode 34 with Blake and 40 Field. Doobie Brothers taking it to the streets. Blake Richards rolling the Doobie Spree at 11:03, a little bit after 11 o'clock here on episode 34. And that's just going to wrap her up, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I want to thank 40 Phil for stopping by and hanging out with me tonight on episode 34. We hope you enjoyed yourself. We certainly do every week. And you can tune in again next week, this same time. Well, we were a little late this week, but we will be on time next week. So catch us next Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on Radiooclypse with Blake and 40 Phil. Be sure to navigate to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radiooclypse, and go to our original portal, bossfmnw.wix.com/Radiooclypse is where you can go, and you can also listen to this episode in the archive section. Isn't that cool? I knew you'd be excited about it. Anyway, until next Saturday, you go out and have a great week. Be safe and take care of yourself.